Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Now, in this particular YouTube video, this is going to be different compared to what I've done before in the past, but I hope that you guys will stick through this with me throughout the entire video and listen to what I have to say. I understand that not everyone's going to. Some people might not even clicked on this video in the first place just because it's not the type of video they want to watch, and I understand that, but for those of you that I do currently have your attention at the very beginning of the video, please do stick around because I want to end up addressing some things that is in the benefit of you. I want to make sure that the videos and the content I'm making are matched for you. So the only way I can do that is if I ask. So all I ask is that you please watch the video and give me your feedback so I can appropriately take action. So when it comes to this video, guys, I wanted to make this because I want to let you know about like what's kind of going on in my life, because there's been some abrupt changes that have messed up the flow of my life, and some of them are good, some of them are bad, and I don't exactly know what is the plans for the future, because like I said, these things kind of almost like sideswipe me, and I'm adapting on the fly as they are happening, and I truly don't know what I am supposed to do. Nobody really gives you a blueprint on how to air quote adult, and I'm only 22, and I feel like that I've gone through a lifetime's thing at work. Not to discredit anybody else, but I just feel like that this has not been lately as easy, but I'm trying to have a positive mindset about it. So one thing that I wanted to mention just straight off the rip is going to be about content scheduling. So basically, with the content scheduling, my main social media apps that I still currently use is YouTube and Twitch are the big two. But after that, I would say it's like Discord and Twitter. I have kind of fallen out of favor with Instagram, so I really don't use it much anymore. Same thing with Reddit. I never have used TikTok. I've not really been a fan of Facebook other than for the purpose of hanging out with family, and even then I'm still not big on Facebook. So I have like 4 social medias that I'm trying to balance, and it's mostly the main two, which is going to be YouTube and Twitch. But when it comes to the content in general, I'm having a hard time trying to balance that with my life because right now my schedule's kind of all over the place. So basically, long story short, and I'm not going to go into too great detail because I don't think it's appropriate of me to mention everything about the reasons about why this happened, because I still don't fully know how to look at it myself, and nor do I want you guys to feel bad for me. I just want to make sure that if I'm going to say something that I know what I want to say, because I know I can't take it back. So basically right now, I currently do not have a job. I am unemployed at the moment. My job that I was working at was the job that I also worked at before COVID. I went back after COVID ended and the pandemic kind of settled some things down again. But I left on not exactly the best of terms. I did not get fired. I actually quit. But I do like some of the people there, but I do not end up having a good relationship with some of the other people that are there. I do not want to bring this up other than just this once. So I left, and it didn't exactly ended up being on the best of terms. But for those that I did end up having a good relationship with, I do wish you nothing but the best. And for those that I didn't really have a good relationship, or ones that went sour, I still wish you the best, just not with me. So I decided to move on from my job, which means that I'm currently left without a source of income. So right now I am looking to get a new job. Some things are going on the right track, so fingers crossed that they do work out. Although I am trying to end up making money by other means, but obviously trying to make sure that the YouTube channel stays monetized and the Twitch channel is, going steady and all that stuff. And I'm also trying to do some other things. And since I do happen to live with my parents, and I do not happen to end up being living on my own, I do have the support from them, which is great. So while I'm applying for jobs, I'm also just trying to do more housework just so that way it takes the burden off of them. But because of that, it's been messing up my schedule. So with my old job, I had kind of like a set schedule where I was allowed to basically do things around my schedule. My boss was very considerate of me, and she allowed me to basically like have the shifts that I needed, not only for school but also just for my own personal life. Now, with not working at my old job and trying to get a new one with people that don't know me as well, I kind of forfeit that flexibility. So with any new job that I get, it's up in the air about what schedule I'm going to have. Now, luckily, the good news is with YouTube videos, they are flexible because I can schedule them out. As for Twitch live streams, though, that's a different story. So most jobs operate a 9 to 5, And if they're not a 9 to 5, they're either a mid shift or a close, which can end up being like at peak hours of the day. Usually, like, let's say somewhere between like 2 to like 10, or maybe perhaps like even 5 and later. Now, with the given job I'm trying to get that I most likely will get, it's going to be like an afternoon / evening job, which will contradict and conflict with my streaming time that I normally am live at. So that's the thing, is that I don't know when I'm supposed to stream. I could either move around the streaming days and stream when I'm not working, because I'll have select days off guaranteed to allow me to finish school, because I only have 2 more semesters and then I graduate college because I took my time with my degree. But after that, then we'll have to wait and see. But at least for right now, I have select days I'm trying to get off for school. So I could stream the days that I'm just not working and I have school instead. But that's still another whole can of worms that I don't really know how to address, because I can't lock in or tell you guys even a new plan as of yet, because I don't have a opportunity to have a new schedule yet. Right now, it's trial by error. I'm trying to see which jobs will take me, and then I can adapt my schedule around that, because I need to be a little bit flexible with them, because I doubt they're going to give me the exact same leniency that my boss gave me in my prior job, because I knew them for so long. So that makes it where I'm in a situation where I have to now choose what type of streaming times are going to be best available for me. I could either make it all over the place, which I'm pretty sure you guys would not want to have happen, or I could have it where it's at set days, but then it might end up having undesirable times. And the thing is with a live event, streaming is hard to be flexible with, because you have to have people physically be there for it to be a stream. Otherwise, you're just streaming to nobody. It's not like YouTube where people can watch whenever they want. And I doubt people are going to watch a Twitch live stream as if it's a YouTube video. So that is one of the things that I have going on that's making it where it's really hard to stream. And also just to end up balancing a work-life balance, because I don't exactly have anything right now. Everything's kind of left out undetermined. And in addition to that, like I said with school, I'm graduating as early as spring in 2023. I'm going to get an associate's degree. I took my time with it. I could have gotten it in 2020. But to balance YouTube, because I still wanted to go to college. I didn't want to be a college dropout. I wanted to, at the very least, get 1 degree from college. But the thing is, though, is that it makes it where with school and work and also this, it's starting to be a lot harder to balance, because there's other stuff I want to do in my life that I need to end up being there for. It's not like when you were younger or when I was a teenager. Like back when I was younger, I had less stuff to do because I didn't need to do anything. Like before, when I was younger, because I've been doing YouTube ever since I was a kid, it was just do whatever made me happy. And my parents took care of the rest. And it's unfair for me in my 20s to basically be like, hey, Mom, Dad, can you please do this for me? I have to take care of all the unfun stuff that a lot of people don't like, which is like medical crap, chores, family and friends, like, you know, having a life, you know, doing my YouTube thing, work, school, any other hobbies. I want to do like other things to learn. Like I want to read more. I want to play guitar. I want to do a couple of other things, and I'm just kind of feeling a little bit like jumbled around right now. And basically, all I'm just asking for is your guys' not only patience but feedback as well, because the patience where that comes into play is that I basically need you guys to understand that as much as I would love to do YouTube and Twitch all the time, there's some stuff that I have that is just as important, if not more important, that will keep me away from it at times. And I just hope you guys will stick around and not assume either I'm dead or that the channel has lost its quality or ways, and then there's like this loss of a spark. Because I've seen so many YouTube channels where somebody makes one mistake and then they basically have their channel die. Some people it's for canceling reasons, some people it's because they get burnt out, they quit, or sometimes it's just the algorithm of whatever platform they're on changes. And YouTube's my favorite. Probably Twitch is the close second. Then I probably would say it's like Discord and Twitter. But the main two is Twitch and YouTube, because that's what I'm trying to make a living off of. That's what I would like to ideally be my career, especially YouTube. So all I'm basically asking for is your guys' patience, that if I don't upload, or if I upload at weird times, or if I stream or not at all, that you guys will understand that it's not because I'm being lazy. It's not because that I'm losing my spark or drive or getting burnt out or any of that of the sort. It's just that there's some stuff that has to be done because it's a necessity to a functioning adulting life, and it's not fun. It's not really fun at all, but it must be done because it's the right thing to do. I want to make sure that I'm there for my family and friends. I want to make sure that I'm there for my own health, because there's been times where, like, for example, where I would like to meditate more, or I don't work out, or I skip meals because I want to do a stream or a YouTube video, or I drop some other hobbies because like I'll be so busy, like the very bare minimum. There was days, for example, that I would have just time for streaming, work, and then YouTube, and I would have no time for anything else, and it's just too much at times. So that's the patience thing. And then the second thing is that basically I'm just asking for your guys' feedback, because I want to make the content that you guys want to watch. So, for example, when I am available, I don't want to also be content that you guys just don't want to see. I understand that some videos and some live streams do better than others, and I have tried to study and put two and two together, like what you guys like. But the best way to figure out what you guys like is just to flat out ask you. So I understand that people will come and go and interests change, and sometimes there's some just stuff that's just out of my control. But if you guys could give me like a general rule of thumb, what is some of the content that you would love to end up having be on the channel? Whether it's existing content or whether it be new content. Because it doesn't necessarily have to be just games. It could be a sub-series like that I do on a current game. Or it can even be just a type of style of content. For example, do you like streaming or videos better? Do you like, for example, videos on a certain type of game or this other type of game? And if so, what sub-series do you like or whatever on that particular game? One example I can give is I wanted to ask you guys, and there will be probably a couple of community polls that will be later on the channel after this video goes live, so please definitely also answer those, because I'm not going to include all of them in the video. But one of those things that I wanted to ask you guys about was the walkthrough games, because the walkthroughs have been a critical part of the channel, both the Twitch and the YouTube channel, for the last couple of years. And they have had moments where, depending on what game I pick or for how long I play it, that it kind of will die off pretty hard sometimes. Most notably right now with that is Dying Light 2. So I've done a multitude of different walkthrough games, and some I've played as short as at least 2 months to 6 months, because that's the speed I go at for what I like to do. I know that that's not necessarily the traditional way. A lot of people just play the default game and then move on, and they like stream it for like 8 hours straight, but I don't want to do that. That's just my honest opinion. I would like to play a game for all it's worth, so that not only I can end up enjoying the game, but also you guys hopefully will as well. But everyone's different. I'm not a spam the game and get it out first immediately, although algorithmically that would be smart. But I'm also not a person that would like to play a game for more than a couple months and do absolutely everything if I truly don't like the game. So if I find that right game, I like to play it and I like to show it with you guys. But if you guys just don't want to see it, then I need to just do it on my own, because I can't make content that you guys just don't want to watch, and I know that. So with my old content, I used to just upload whatever I want or stream whatever I want, but the smart thing to do would be not to do that. Not because like I'm trying to not be myself and put on for side only play games that I think will do well like algorithmically, but it's just also that I don't want to make you guys bored, because the channel, as much as it is mine, is also yours, and if you don't support it, then the channel doesn't mean anything, because otherwise for me it's just like a private Facebook. It's just my own content, and I do like the idea of uploading whatever I want every now and again, because then it's like memories. I've seen my channel evolve over so much of time, and there are some videos that were only just for me that I don't regret making. But now that the channel has actually got like more people and some stuff did start to finally click, it makes it where I feel like that I have to keep honoring whatever is already working until it stops. So there's not a particular game, for example, that I'm burnt out. I'm not saying that I'm going to quit a particular game abruptly. I'm not saying that at all. It's just that I need to make sure that whatever videos I'm making is the best of quality, and that means also for what you guys want to see. Because I can make a fantastic video, but if you guys don't want to watch it, it doesn't matter. You got to work smarter, not harder. So I could hypothetically make a video that's perfect, but if it's on something you guys want to see, it doesn't mean anything. Same thing with a live stream. If I stream a game, I could be as funny and witty and as savvy as I want to be, but if it's not something you guys want to watch, something you don't want to watch. So how would I make the walkthrough games better, in your opinion? Do you think that I should just drop them all together? Do you think that I should stream them still? Do you think they should be in video format? Do you think that I should play only certain games? Do you think if I do play certain games that they should be longer, shorter, older, newer? I should only do the base story? Do I do the DLC? Do I do the side quests? These are some things I would like to know, because that's kind of what is a main part of the channel. That's 2 of the 4 days I stream is walkthroughs, and it's also how I do the daily double uploads. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to honor every request you guys send my way, because like I said, of a work, school, and life balance, but I definitely want to try. I at the very least want to try, and hope you see it in my eyes that I want to put the effort in. I do want to do this. This is something that I would love, because there's nothing else in this world that I would love to do more than to just make content for you guys. Because other than my family and friends, my own personal health and happiness, this is my life. I have always wanted to do this. I will always continue to want to do this. And I've always wanted to end up making content. Not even necessarily on video games, but just the idea of making other people happy by just being myself and making people laugh and making them feel emotion and just feeling this sense of community. Like, the community here is amazing, and I like it because it's not like a traditional community. I feel like I know you guys, and I feel like that we're more friends than anything. Now, yes, I understand that some of you might not necessarily feel that way, but that's how it feels to me. And for those that have stuck around from beginning to end, or those that have only been here for a brief period of time but plan on staying for a while, just thank you for hearing my message, basically, here at this point. So I try not to do all of these all the time, because I understand that you guys do like your favorite things, but I feel like this needed to be addressed just because I wanted to mention to you guys basically what was on my mind. I could keep going on and on and on and on, but we would be here all day, and this would defeat the purpose of the video, because the main 2 things was about work-life school balance, and also just basically about you guys giving me your feedback and kind of like just having patience with me, because there's just some stuff that I can't promise you right now, and it's making it where my content is kind of like all over the place. And I noticed, for example, some of the views and the numbers are dipping, and I feel like some people just don't understand, and I thought I would address it so they at least would know that I definitely am trying. That's not just some fluke, because some people can't read minds, and they just don't know unless you tell them. So that's basically kind of the general idea. There's a lot more other stuff that I can probably address, but I'll probably save those for either like Twitter or Discord or even the Twitch live streams. Because for the YouTube videos, even though I speak a lot about different things, I try to have it be condensed and sort of topical, like, you know, on like 1 idea or 2 ideas, or only a few ideas at the very most. So I'll keep you guys updated if anything changes. I will keep you guys updated on like whatever happens to end up being the case, if I get a certain job, and if so, what the schedule will be, and like what will happen with Twitch live streams and YouTube videos. But if the main thing is, if you want to really know what's going on with me, just follow me on basically all my different social media so you can keep up to date with me, and that way you can see the appropriate info for when it's available on the appropriate platforms, because some things are best fitted for YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and then some are for all of the above, but some have to be kept separated just because of the formatting, you know. So basically that's it. I hope you guys ended up enjoying today's video. If you did, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribe, follow, and all that beautiful stuff. Please, once again, do let me know what your feedback is. I'll have some community polls that will be up shortly, and just try to please be as detailed as you can be, and we'll just go from there. But yeah, guys, I hope you end up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most unique YouTubers you're ever going to see. So thank you for watching, guys. I love all of you, and peace out.